Hi guys, I'm KB Kwan from Taste of Asian Food. In this video, I want to show you something that is downright simple. It is steamed minced pork with salted eggs. I believe many of you should have tried this before or even cook it at home. And it is perhaps one of the easiest home cooked food that I can think of. But some of my subscribers have never tried it before, so I've decided to upload this video and show you how to do it. The taste, simply fabulous. Let me dive in straight in and show you how to do it in details. I follow loosely how my mom was doing it with a bit of my own improvisation. My mom usually only used lean meat, but I choose the cut of pork with some fat, preferably with 1/4 to 1/3 of fat. Ground pork is convenient, but manually minced pork always tastes better. If you want to get the best result, take some time to cut the semi-frozen pork like me into slices, then into strips, then finally into tiny cubes. This step will break the connective tissue that links the meat together and resulting in a different mouthfeel than the machine ground meat. Keep the pork in the freezer until it is half frozen, which makes it firmer and easier to cut into thin slices and cubes. You don't need to mince the meat too fine, as a pork should have some texture rather than a meshy paste. Use the cleaver to mince the pork until the meat starts to stick together, and then transfer it to a large bowl. Let's keep the meat aside and proceed to prepare some other ingredients. Crack 2 salted eggs and separate the yolk from the white. We're going to add the egg white to the pork and keep the yolk as the topping for the patty. This is scallion. I'm going to cut it into small pieces and put part of it into the patty. And reserve part of it as topping for the pork. This is water chestnuts. I like to add it to the patty because it has a crunchy feeling. But water chestnut is optional, so if you don't want or you don't have it, you can just omit it from the recipe. You also need some ginger. You can either cut it finely like me, or squeeze some ginger juice into the patty. Break up the salted egg yolks into smaller pieces. Some cooks prefer to place the entire yolk at the center of the meat, while I prefer to break them up and distribute equally on the surface so that we can taste the yolk in every bite. Now let's add all the ingredients into the patty. Scallion, ginger, and water chestnuts. Mix the meat in the bowl until it starts to clump together. And also the egg whites to the pork. Now let's use a unique technique to make the texture of the meat to become springy and sticky. That is by lifting the meat from the bowl and then throw it back repeatedly. Add a few tablespoons of water, one at a time, to the meat paste. You'll be surprised the meat paste can take up quite a lot of water. Now let's season the pork. Shaoxing wine, light soy sauce, sesame oil, and some ground white pepper. Continue lifting up the meat and throw it back to the bowl repeatedly. It will eventually become jiggly when you shake it, and that's when it is done. Transfer the meat paste to a plate and shape it to form a flat dish, filling up the whole plate. Spread the salted egg yolk pieces on the surface evenly. Set up the steamer. When the water is boiling, steam the meat and the salted egg yolk for about 20 minutes. Remove the steamed pork and salted egg from the steamer. Then sprinkle with some chopped scallion as a garnish. Simple, delicious food, steamed pork with salted eggs. This is a traditional Cantonese home-cooked food and I hope you like it. If you want to get the recipe, I have included it in the description right below the video. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel and give me a like. I'll see you again in some other similar video very soon in the future, and bye for now.